Mark, I'm so familiar with when you played and you were dominant in the post, and that's the same for a few players I know you admired tonight.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, it's much harder now to consistently score inside because teams defensively are so much quicker to double team you and get the ball out of your hands if you're a good low post scorer.
They read defensively well, and they rotate Clark so quickly. I'm always amazed at that.
Fast and hard.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at the point. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Back to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Count that bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Simmons. It's stolen by Davis. It's over Embiid, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And that one falls for Davis. And he can't hit the second.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the rejection by James.
LeBron, one of those players who gets fired up by defense as much as offense, and that block going to put a major bounce in his step.
Simmons finds Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Free throw good, Davis.
You know, with LeBron coming to L.A., the Lakers trying to speed up their timeline. I mean, the roster never quite got gelled. The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs since 2005, which was his 2nd season as a pro. That's a remarkable, remarkable run.
Now here's Embiid. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. .144 left to play in the first. And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here. And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Mark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment. But remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5 games above 500. But the injuries, some other drama, really changes in the front office, instability led to a disappointing and frustrating season.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Pass to Davis. Back to James. All sorts of time. Jump shot is good that time.
I love how quick he makes decisions. I mean, if a shot is there for him, LeBron is not going to think twice or hesitate. He'll let it fly.
And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Here's Embiid. Horford trying to free himself up. Embiid, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Left side, Davis. It's tipped. The pass to Brandt. Back to Davis. Bradley deciding where to go with it. And the 3 off target. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Simmons. A shot missing. Great D that time from Davis.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Every team looking to get easy ones. In transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
It's stolen by Davis. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. LeBron can't get it to go.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Embiid with the steal. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lakers lead by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sport. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Well, Another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Green, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, James. And LeBron James Clark climbing the all-time scoring list, last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And the Lakers call time here. Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Antetokounmpo comes in for Davis. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for Avery Bradley. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's McGee. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass, just sailed it right out of bounds.
The Lakers in the lead. McGee in the high post. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, you're playing with fire anytime you leave somebody open on James' team. I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
James against Simmons. Over LeBron. And it's off the back rim. No good. Lakers leading by 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Horford finds Embiid. He nails it, and we're tied up. Embiid's got 9 points. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? The direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Davis comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Dudley subbed in for LeBron. Davis kicks to Cook. Davis against Horford. And it's Davis missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And then for Los Angeles, Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Alex Caruso in for Cook. Here's Caruso. And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Burt can't get it to go.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
They get it again. Caldwell Pope misses in close. The 76ers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Burt, the pass to Thibault. Now O'Quinn, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Philadelphia, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good screen.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They were a little more aggressive in the second quarter, and it paid off. They went from trailing to now holding a 2-point halftime lead. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers. And that'll do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Joel Embiid. With a strong contribution in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. The Lakers trail. They double him with Simmons. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Embiid is at the elbow. He dishes it to Horford.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score, where he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Caruso. Davis with it, and it's Horford picking him up, and that one's good by Davis. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
It's Richardson on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid has a nice shooting touch and does not lack for confidence, and seems to be getting better in the mid-range area.
James in the post. Harris is there. LeBron kicks to Howard. Pass to Caruso. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Caruso's got 5 now.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Embiid against Howard. Bounce pass Embiid. Puts it up. Here's Horford. No good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers...
Oh, my goodness! That was special. Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Simmons against LeBron. Simmons inside. An easy 2 points on the layup. Simmons got his second bucket. And the Lakers call time here.
Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
Mike Scott's checked in for the 76ers. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson is the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
32 seconds left in the third. Here is Cook, guarded by Simmons. Just 3 to shoot. The 17-footer. That one rolling around and rims out. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Cook looking it over. Over Scott. Here's Antetokounmpo. They shoot again, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. 76ers ahead, up by 2. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Three tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. A 2-point game. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Jared Dudley. JaVale McGee is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Green. And it's Cook in at the point guard position. Outside, Green. Lets it go from deep. Cans it from downtown. Green's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Lakers.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your...
Look at that!
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Passes it to Dudley. Back to Cook. They kick it out to Green, and stolen by Richardson. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Well, I love watching Simmons run the floor. So effortless and efficient in his movement.
And the Lakers call time here.
You look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West?
Embiid, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Anthony Davis comes in for Antetokounmpo. LeBron, he's checked in for Jared Dudley. And it's Avery Bradley in for Cook. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
And the Lakers, for decades, Clark, magnet for superstar free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in recent years, more of a mixed bag in that regard. Whether it's the turmoil in the Lakers organization, I think that's part of it, or the prospect of playing in LeBron's shadow. A number of elite players have elected to go elsewhere thus far.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
James, no good. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Lakers trail by 8. Bradley passes to Davis. And there's the defensive 3-second call. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
James finds Davis. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Horford. And even 3-on-3 break. Harris against Bradley. 1:30 left in the 4th quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Simmons dishes to Embiid. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he gets the bucket.
There is no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Yeah, great and one there. Those are the kinds of plays they need to keep making if they're going to erase this deficit.
Simmons inside. offered by LeBron, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
And stolen by Horford. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. The 76ers with another miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Timeout called, the 76ers. They lead by 4. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Here's Simmons. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Embiid. Deflects the pass. Outside Bradley.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
To win the game, and it's Simmons penetrating. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Lakers 5 right now. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at the point guard.
You know, he was the 3rd pick in the 2007 NBA draft, guys. Horford won 2 college championships in Florida back-to-back before entering the league.
Raul Netos checked in for the 76ers. LeBron against Harris. And stolen by Horford. Harris inside. Davis is on it. Harris misses. LeBron drives in, and it's sent back by Horford. But he gets it back. Pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And the 76ers call time here. And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And the Lakers also making a switch. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Simmons slams it in.
Really like how Simmons commands the ball, especially in key moments.
Now here's Bradley. LeBron James on the wing. Tries again. And the rejection by Embiid. And they'll keep possession. Here's Davis. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Right side, Green. To the paint. Here's Howard. Yes!
Well, it's a scary sight when Howard starts lighting it up like this.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Now the pass to Horford. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Simmons. LeBron with the block.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
There's Green with the three. Off target from downtown. Yes!
No question about it. The touch is with Anthony Davis.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Oh, missed it. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're up by 2. 5 seconds left to play in the first overtime. When they go to the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, your thoughts?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
Pulls up. Misses. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.